Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. With that, we head up to MedLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
I love how he exploded on the national scene his redshirt freshman year when, at the beginning of the season, he was not named the starting quarterback. But when USC was struggling, he got an opportunity. And by the end of the year, the Rose Bowl MVP, an epic shootout with Penn State, and put him on the NFL radar in a big way.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Play action, it's Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's third down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Stephon Tuitt's game continues to gain notice and respect. He's a long defensive end, but has great ability to bend and get leverage. Can take on blockers at the point of attack and also shows skill in rushing the passer.
You mentioned he's long, 6'7", over 315 pounds. Man, he is huge. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go. Blue line. Blue line.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He'll look to set up his blockers. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a man who's becoming an elder statesman among quarterbacks in the league, drafted back in 2004. It's Ben Roethlisberger.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating, and he's one of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40. First carry for James Conner. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
Out wide was the youngest player in the NFL in 2017, Juju Smith-Schuster. And he also had the longest reception in the league last season at 97 yards. Actually well-schooled in route running and able to run from both outside and moving inside to the slot position in order to make big plays.
Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. Room here to run. And running with power here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. And the defense for New York.
Leonard Woods was one of the most fun players for me to watch in college football. And when he came out in the NFL draft, I kept telling people, here's why I think he's going to be good. Excellent movement skills, light on his feet, also has the ability to bull rush people inside. But I loved his hands, the ability to get offensive blockers' hands off of him and then get his hands on opposing ball carriers.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
One of the selling points at the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he floated one out there, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Conner. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. third down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And now running right through it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now let's go. Green.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Going deep now for Herndon. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 30.
Darnold from the gun. He's got Curse. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Darnold on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Darnold to throw again. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, it's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go now.
They'll run. This is Powell. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Crowell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
4th down, ball's at the 1-yard line. Do you go for it, or do you go ahead and kick a field goal? I think because you're going to end up giving a long field, even if you don't score, I put my trust in my defense. I go for it and try and get the points.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability, and I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
Here we go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jets. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and now it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Eluding the play. Now the ball comes loose, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option. Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Washington. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Well, you think he loved the protection he had there all kinds of time.
And you're so right. How could you not love that? Great protection. The big guys up front really locked in on it. No one gets near the quarterback. He's got all the time in the world to survey the field and deliver for a first down.
And the big boys up front, a big reason why they're also winning, too. Roethlisberger now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Leonard Williams in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Set! 3-19!
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Now let's go! Blue line it! Blue line!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
False start, offense.
They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of
Still
Florida.
2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, They will just roam and hit.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So a big third down hookup here will take us to the break. 6-0 is our score, and we will return to MetLife Stadium after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
There's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches, holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Roethlisberger will throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Set. Blue line.
On first down, Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's a give to Crowell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. Blue line. Blue line.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
A first down throw, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Darnold. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, 28 yards. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 13-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete on the deep ball. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And James has it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And Boswell's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And we shift our focus to Isaiah Crowell. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a handoff to Crowell. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense, hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still second down.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
To throw on second down is Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. A handoff, running left, Crowell. And he spins past him and into space. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell, 73 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The extra point now coming from Myers. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to 2. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so, but it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball? Well, the receivers, the running backs, everyone is involved today. And what we're watching right now is really a beautiful team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they'll go on the ground. He takes this for 3 to the 29. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Jets. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. Darnold
going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now it's Crowell. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Fights loose. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Darnold from the gun. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. Third down here. The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy, because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beaten on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. And they'll run it here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Getting set to go here, Isaiah Crowell in the offense. Trot back out there. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? On the run, it's Crowell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. From the end zone, here's Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Second and 10 now, it's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Jets have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And we shift our focus to Isaiah Crowell. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Darnold on first down. And his pass incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Dumps off to Powell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. Let's get it.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now let's discuss Antonio Brown as he heads back out there now. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Breaks through the contact. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Able to shake him off. Going for it all. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Yeah, very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Love the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A first down throw, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Here we go now.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
In the game you've been watching, it was Ben Roethlisberger who led the way offensively in the first half. He's thrown for nearly 300 yards already as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through them right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Roethlisberger now right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Ben to throw again. But it's brought in by Washington. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's counter, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Leonard Williams in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This from 42 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So he's got another field goal, his 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Back to throw, Darnold. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
A shotgun snap for Darnold to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That one goes for 36 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
This play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
On first down, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Here's Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To the air again, Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Here's Myers now to kick it away. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They start with a give to counter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
New York set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Second down and 10. Darnold finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll run with Crowell. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8. They'll run it again with Crowell. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On third down, Crowell. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Smith-Schuster now to return. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. The football, it's loose, and the Jets have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And the Jets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Set. Green 39.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. His pass caught at the 4. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now Myers for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 5. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by an Isaiah Crowell touchdown run. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the Surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. The drive will start with Connor, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete. It's Connor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He is looking to help his team build their lead after trailing at halftime. They've got to like the spot they're in right now.
They have to love it, but as you and I both know, cliche alert coming here. You're only as good as your last possession. But I think that they like, as you said, the spot they're in and how confidently they're playing at this point.
But again, just a 1-possession lead, looking to expand that now. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On 1st and 10, Darnold finding room at the 30. Wide open receiver, complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Darnold on 1st down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Crowell. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. Again, it's Crowell. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Crowell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Darnold from the gun. He's got Curse. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Herndon's got it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll go option to the short side, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On second down, Darnold. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Jets on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
4 down, 4 down. All right, here we go.
Now it's Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The extra point now coming from Myers. Myers connects on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rodgers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Here we go. Set. Black 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. All right, Charles Davis, what do we make of these numbers and what's happened to the big tight end here?
Well, I think a lot of times we talk so much about adjustments and what you're going to do at halftime that maybe we miss what actually goes on. Because the sense is that, oh, they go in at the half, they just change everything. That's not really true. A Super Bowl winning quarterback out of New York always used to say, you've worked all week on a game plan. There's a reason you have it. Just either play it better or make subtle tweaks to it. Otherwise, there's no sense even going into a ball game. A lot of times that's what they do. Just find a little subtle thing, one little change, and maybe it can make things a little bit better.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice hit, boy.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Darnold. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's taken it around the 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. The ball comes out, and the Jets have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds McDonald. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Here's Conner. Busts through the tackle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And New York set to take the field. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
They begin with a carry for Powell. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Green 39.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Roethlisberger will hand a counter. Now this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bud Dupree, a former 1st-round pick, in on the stop. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Third and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here we go now.
On 3rd down, it's Powell. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Room to run past midfield. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Ben to throw again. Throwing the out route and complete. That's James. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Boswell for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Set! Green, 39!
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.